What's up? What's going on, guys? Captain Monk here, getting the gameplay commentary. You see here I'm playing a bit of Crisis TDM with the M16 Acog. And before I talk about the M16 Acog, I want to talk about this map. Guys, how shit is this map? I mean, seriously. Since when is there a laboratory on the beach somewhere in Cuba? Maybe I'm an idiot and I don't know nothing, but as far as I know, there are no laboratories in Cuba. Again, like I said, I may be an idiot and I'm just making this stuff up. But I mean, seriously, if all places to have a lab, I've never thought of a beach. I thought that was I think that's the part of the weirdest spot to have a laboratory. But what do I know again? But anyways, the M16 Acog, guys, before anyone yells at me like you freaking idiot or something like that, the M16 Acog is actually not a bad gun, guys, because the M16 has very low recoil, and for some reason when you put the Acog on it, it does not increase the recoil. Now, I'm not saying the numbers are increased, but like when you put an Acog on a full auto weapon, the recoil feels doubled because the zoom is doubled. But the M16 doesn't have that effect. It still has the very low recoil that it has. So it's very effective to use the Acog on it for longer range map. Crisis isn't probably the most suitable example, but I was really trying to get a gameplay with it, and I managed to get one with it on Crisis. So, you know, it worked out, I'm not going to lie. But you definitely don't want to use this thing at close range unless you know you're going to win. There's a couple examples like right here where I do take the gun close range because I know I had him. I'm not going to take my other guns out and take them out. But if it's a questionable confrontation, take out your pythons and you should be fine because the pythons are a lot better than... Well, I mean, they're not better than a shotgun, but they're probably better than any other close range weapon. Anyways. You know what I was thinking about, guys? You know, there's lots of people that like to say that the Moss best gun in the game, and you know what? It is. But what makes it the best gun in the game is that it's good at any situation. Think about it. It's good at long range, it's good at close range, it's good anywhere. It's the best gun in the game. That is why it's the best gun in the game. I mean, it makes sense. Now, if you think about the Uzi, lots of people like to think that gun sucks. That thing's a monster at close range. Seriously, I love that thing using it at close range on like Nuketown stuff. I love it. Just hip fire for days. The PM63, that gun is not really good anywhere, and that's why I think it's the worst gun in this game, honestly. But, I mean, lots of the guns people like to say are shit. They're really not as bad as people like to think they are. And I'm not going to try to say, oh, you don't know how to use it. But that's the honest truth. You don't know how to use it. If you know the map well enough, you'll know how to route yourself around the map so that your gun has the advantage. Like right here, I take out my pythons because I realized I'm in a close range area. And I noticed that claymore on the floor there, so where there's thunder, there's lightning. In other words, where there's a claymore, there's a camper, and here he is. Oh boy, campers. If you had claymore, just investigate a little bit. But see, I was switching my M16 because I'm looking around long range areas, so I have the advantage. That's what it comes down to, guys, in Call of Duty, is just making sure your gun is the best it can be. And watch right here, I bet you I switched to my... Oh no, this is that scene where I see these guys on the long hallway. Keeping the M16 out was probably the best thing to do there. I get this guy in the sniper tower. He got me earlier, which pissed me off, so I got my revenge on him, which made me feel good. But I mean, that's what comes down to Call of Duty, guys. Like, lots of people like to say the Olympia is shit. And you know what, I'm not gonna lie, it is probably shit. But I'd much rather have that than a pistol at close range. I mean, think about it. If you're playing on Nuketown, the Olympia is actually a very good gun. If you haven't seen my 37 and 2 or 3 gameplay on Nuketown the Olympia, I think the only reason I got that game is because I was using the Olympia. I mean, I could have used the stakeout and I probably would have done okay. If not better, probably because the stakeout is better. It's got the same damage, the same range. The only difference between it is the clip size and the in between shot time. But anyways, guys, the chopper gun is coming up here. I was using chopper dogs this game, so enjoy.
On the way.
Alright guys, I'm back. And you know what? You'll notice that I was using chopper dogs, and the reason for that is usually I don't use them because I think it's overpowered when you have both. One high kill streak is enough. But you know what? I really want to get this gameplay, and I always wanted to see how many kills I can get, and I do manage to finish this game with 40 kills. And right here, notice I get ripped off there. 12 shots directly at the guy, doesn't hit him. That's one thing that I hate with the pythons is, I mean, as much as you can be skillful with maneuvering around your opponent, where the bullets go is completely up to luck and luck alone because of the hip fire. You cannot decide where the bullets go. You can just hope that they go where you want them in the crosshairs. So I got kind of pissed at my pythons there, so I take it out. I switch it out for the spas, which is a much better secondary for close range. And notice here, as soon as I get to this viewpoint on my right, I take out my M16 because it's a long range weapon. I know this seems like a lot of common sense stuff to you guys, but I mean, if you ever pick up someone else's gun, always take into consideration which gun's better at which situation. I keep my M16 out, I think, because that's everything ahead of me is long range. And I think as I enter into this villa sort of thing here, I think I switch to the spas. I may be wrong though, but I'll correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, that's what it comes down to. See, I do take it out right here because I get to a closer range area. I mean, that's just what it comes down to, guys, in these games, is using the best gun for the situation. Yes, connection is important. Ghost screws people over, but to be consistently, you gotta use your weapon to the best of its ability. And that is why I believe there aren't really that many shitty guns in this game. People like to say there are. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this gameplay. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you liked it a lot, give it a favorite. If you guys like the videos I'm bringing to my channel, hope you guys enjoyed it, and good night.